What's up, sports bettors? I have 5 sharp NFL player props. So we're going to be using data, using OddsJam, the millions of odds updating in real time, letting us track the line movements. We can see the Jazz just moved from minus 154 to minus 143. Now it's fading away. But anyways, what we're going to be going through is how to use data to zone in on sharp bets. There's so much BS in the sports betting industry, right? It's not about knowing sports. It's not about watching highlights of Patrick Mahomes. It's about understanding data, understanding how to follow the market, follow line movements, and find bets with an edge. If you're trying to get rich quick, sports betting, this is not the YouTube for you. OddsJam is all about helping you learn the ropes, understand how to read data in the sports betting industry and zone in on good bets. For example, Morant, under 3.5 turnovers on Betfred, being able to get that minus 120 seems pretty good, considering other sports books are pricing this minus 160 to minus 177. But regardless, this is an NFL video, so let's get into it because I have 5 sharp picks. So let's go through, for example, Thursday Night Football. Just as an example, this isn't one of the picks I have, but we can discuss this specific bet. Davis Mills. If we wanted to take his over in terms of passing yards, you would want to take his over on PrizePicks. Why? Because his line is currently set at 212.5. So if he has 215 passing yards, you're cashing. 216, you're cashing. 213, you're cashing. What you're going to notice is the sports books right here, they have his passing yards line at 219.5, 220.5 on Thrive and Underdog. So all of the sports books are 7 or 8 yards higher than where PrizePicks is setting their line. So you're getting a little bit of value, maybe not enough that you want to bet it, on Davis Mills, right? If you were to take his over on PrizePicks, they're literally 7 to 8 yards lower than every single sportsbook in the market. Every sportsbook has Davis Mills, from at 219.5 or 220.5 passing yards, or 221.5, it looks like. We're getting over 212.5 on PrizePicks. So that seems like pretty good value, right? We have 1, 2, we have hundreds of data points. All these sports books are telling us, hey, we think his line, his passing yards line, should be at 219.5 to 221.5, depending on the sports book. We're getting over 212.5 on PrizePicks. So either PrizePicks is right, setting the line at 212.5, as they are, or everybody else is wrong, and everyone else is wrong, or PrizePicks is wrong, and they should be 7 or 8 yards higher for this bet. So long story short, if you want a prop for Thursday Night Football, taking Mills over, 212.5 seems pretty good. That's not even the play I have. The first play I have is right here. Okay, you're going to love this play, okay? You're going to love this play. So the first bet I went with is right here, Derek Carr. Okay, so I took him over 240.5 passing yards on PrizePicks. So why do I love this play so much? Well, Underdog Fantasy has his passing yards line 12 yards higher. No other sportsbooks have posted odds, right? But we can see Underdog Fantasy has his line 12 yards higher. Now Monkey Knife Fight, another fantasy site, has his passing yards line at 260.5. So 20 yards higher. So the OU on PrizePicks is 240.5. So if Carr throws for 250 passing yards, we're cashing on PrizePicks. We'd lose if you bet the over on Underdog or on Monkey Knife Fight. So there's a 20-yard gap between PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy, and then a 12-yard gap between PrizePicks and Underdog. So it seems like there's pretty good value in getting the over on PrizePicks. And again, for a 5-pick flex play, you're getting minus 119 implied odds, We've done tons of videos breaking down how PrizePicks payouts work, how this platform works, stuff like that. But long story short, 5-pick flex play, you're getting minus 119 implied juice. So that's the first play I went with, right? We're getting 20 yards better than on Monkey Knife Fight and 12 yards better than on PrizePicks, or than on Underdog Fantasy. So it seems like a lot. We definitely don't want to take the under on PrizePicks. Why would you take the under 240 half on PrizePicks if you can bet the under on Monkey Knife Fight at 260 half, 20 yards higher? It wouldn't make any sense, right? If Carr threw for 250 and you bet the under on Monkey Knife Fight, you're cashing. On PrizePicks, you're losing. So we have 2 data points telling us Derek Carr's passing yards line should be significantly higher. So we definitely want to be on this play on PrizePicks. And again, there's less data points. We don't have any sportsbook odds. Like here for Davis Mills, this line, we literally have like 100 data points all telling us PrizePicks is too low. But it's only an 8-yard gap, right? It's not as big as this prop, which is a 12-yard or a 20-yard gap, depending on the sportsbook. So this play looks pretty good for Thursday Night Football, but I'm going to lay off for now just because it's only a 7-8-yard gap. Even though you have more data points, more sportsbooks posting odds, which increases, right? That increases our confidence that we want to be on this over on PrizePicks. You definitely want to be taking over 212.5 if you're playing Davis Mills. So the next play I ended up going with right after Derek Carr is Kirk Cousins. So you'll see here, 10 yards higher on Monkey Knife Fight, 6 yards higher on Underdog Fantasy. So that's the second play I went with. Then I also went with Jared Goff. So this play is probably the best one. It's an absolute no-brainer. Underdog Fantasy has the line 18 yards higher. And then you'll notice 35 yards higher is what the line is on Monkey Knife Fight. They have the line at 275 half. We're getting over 240 half on PrizePicks. So if we see right here, we're getting over 240 half. Underdog has the line at 258 half, 18 yards higher. So there's a ton of value. Being able to get Jared Goff over 240 half passing yards. Like PrizePicks by Saturday or Sunday morning is probably going to be at 260, 270 with their line. It's going to go up, right? So this is the time to get in and get the value. Look earlier in the week while everyone else is asleep. They're thinking about the NBA. You're thinking about Sunday NFL props squeaking out value. That's how you make money as a sharp bettor. So of course, you can also use the EV page. The EV page is a lot simpler in terms of making money sports betting. It literally just tells you, hey, here are the bets with value. But regardless, you can also use this screen. You just have to be a little bit intuitive, right, about these big differences. So next I went with Geno Smith. PrizePicks has his line at 220 half. Underdog Fantasy 9 yards higher, 229 half. Monkey Knife Fight has it at 240 half. So big differences. Ooh, you can see DraftKings starting to post odds. They just posted Joe Burrow. Finally, I went with Mahomes over. 29 yards higher on Monkey Knife Fight at 299 half. So it seems like Monkey Knife Fight opens everything way too high. Underdog in the middle. PrizePicks too low. So that's the final play I went with. Again, it's not as clear-cut as EV betting. But regardless, all 5 of these picks seem like they have some pretty dang good value. I locked it in, just 25 to win 250 in a 5-pick flex play. So we're getting the best implied odds. Let's make some money.